Hello, Feaster Falcons. We are very excited to introduce you to this episode of the Falcon Report, where our students will be interviewing some of our dual immersion students and some of our dual immersion teachers. We hope you all enjoy this episode.
Is it a struggle to learn in a DI class?
Well, I think it's pretty easy at the same time hard because you just have to do like the homework. It's like double the time that you have to like do the homework and pay attention to it. But also you can like learn different stuff every day in both languages, and it's pretty cool.
What made you want to be in a DI class?
Well, I like to speak a lot of languages, and one of my favorite languages was English and Spanish. And as I found out that this school had some, I thought it was pretty cool to be in a DI class.
How did you become a DI student?
But I told my parents if I could learn 2 languages, and they agreed to that. And then I come to this school, and then I became a DI student till this day.
What do you like about being a DI student?
Well, it's pretty fun to learn and to enjoy all the different stuff that you can learn in both languages. Learning the books is also really cool. Learning stories every day in both languages is really cool.
We're here with Ms. Palacio. We're asking some questions. What do you like about doing learning classes?
That I'm teaching my first language, which is Spanish. So I like teaching my students it's also been their first language.
Is it a struggle to teach a dual immersion class?
I think one of the struggles to teach a dual language class is time. You always feel like you don't have enough time to teach everything in half the day, but it's doable.
Is it hard doing a dual immersion class?
I mean, I think it's hard in general being a teacher. Things that we have to teach and making sure that our students learn rules and apply everything that we teach them. But I think it's worth the time and yeah.
What made you want to be a DI teacher?
Oh, so I went to Feaster as a student, and I went to a DI class. I started coming here to school in the 4th grade, and I didn't know any English. So when I was lucky to be in a DI class where I could use my Spanish side to help me in the classes. So I was very grateful for the teachers that helped me learn English, and I wanted to be one of those teachers. One of those teachers that help kids who don't know English that well.
Is it a struggle to teach a dual immersion class?
It does have its difficulties. I mean, if it's dual immersion, you have to think of what are you going to be teaching in English, what are you teaching in Spanish, and how they both can kind of complement each other. How can I use the Spanish knowledge to help them learn the English better, and vice versa? So it's a challenge, but it's fun too.
Do you find it easy?
Do I find it easy? I find it easy to help the kids. I find it easy to connect with the kids. My kids are pretty cool. I have pretty cool students, and that makes it easy for me to learn with them.
What do you like about being a DI teacher?
The cool thing about DI teacher is that you get to see kind of like the whole child, because sometimes I see some English only teachers, that they have students that don't speak English that well. So imagine if you're a student that doesn't know English that well, but you have all this knowledge, you don't have a chance to share it. But the cool thing I see here is that sometimes some students in English days, some students might be a little quieter, but in Spanish days, the same kid who was quiet, in Spanish they're sharing and they're talking. So it's nice to see how children can use both of their languages for the benefit of school. That's super cool to see.
DI is a program where you get to learn 2 different languages, Spanish and English. Thank you.
Why do you like being a DI student? 3 things I like is the teachers, we get to learn 2 different languages, and we get to learn about our culture.
you tell us about the DI program?
Dual Immersion is a program at Future Charter where we learn 2 or more languages.
Why do you like being a DI student?
I like being a DI student because it gives me an opportunity to show what I know and how many languages I can speak.
How did you become a DI student?
I became a DI student because I told my parents that I wanted to learn more than one language so I could be.
Can you tell us about your day as a DI student?
In the morning, we usually answer our daily morning questions. After that, we go into math and then we start learning fractions or more. And at the end of the day, when it's time for electives, we usually just hang out here in the classroom.